Welcome back to M Hood Fishing. We are here about 7 minutes after sunset. We're going to lose the light here really soon. Now, I don't have that much bait this afternoon. I have 2 perch from yesterday. I have some strawberry chicken and I have some night crawlers. Look at the level here. Based on the gauge up at Carrollton, our flood stage gauge, this is just below 7. And as I come out here, I sink a little bit in my water shoes. Not necessarily is it that I want to fish this spot, but I came here just the same because I think I can get bait here. So let's see if I can do that. We'll put out a couple of rods while I'm here. We'll get a little muddy. We might stay, maybe not, probably not. I think I'm going to change my mind. Let's put out 1 rod, just a night crawler here while I see if I can get maybe mullet or shad or shrimp. Simple rig here. We're using 3 ounces of lead. Got a 1/0. I don't really like this spot at this time of year when the level is down like this. However, I have fished it this time of year at this type of level and done okay. I just prefer it when it's at a higher level at this time of year. There's more of a chance of catching a monster, and that's kind of always what I'm up to when I come out to fish for cats. I'm not looking for eaters to take home. I'm looking for the big ones because this is the Mississippi River and there are trophies all over the place. Okay, that is a decent spot. The spot that I have in mind for really fishing this afternoon is not the kind of place where you throw a cast net. That's why we're here first. Oh, I didn't even get a chance to put out the throw out the cast net. I was just getting ready. I thought I saw something going on with this rod tip, but I chalked it off to be in the wake because it is a lot shallower where I put this now, and a horrendous wake like what was just coming in would bounce the line like that, but then all of a sudden it just kept getting more and more pronounced, and then, you know, step, grab, and here we are, rod tip going down. It's nothing giant, but it is our first fish of the session. I don't even have proper lights out. What do we have? It's looking interesting so far, but I can't see it quite yet. I think it's going to be, yes, the one, oh, sorry guys, the one thing that is good about this spot at this level, because we're behind this structure, can you guess? You can probably see what it is. Flatty. That's right, not a big one, but there is a chance of getting big ones. That's why night crawler is a good bait. Some people think fishing with night crawlers is beneath them because of whatever their reasons, but you'd be surprised what it can produce sometimes. A lot of people are like, oh, that's nothing though, that's not a big flathead. Well, beats catching a baby blue or channel cat. It's a nice surprise. It's a good eater size if you're keeping. We are not tonight. They are a good eater, a good fish to eat, flatheads. And that 1/0 is, oh man, that was a stubborn hookup. Yeah, you're right. So a lot of people think that you only catch dinks on night crawler. Well, it's just like fishing with live shrimp. Everything eats shrimp, everything eats night crawler, so you're going to catch everything. You still could catch a giant on a night crawler, because I have giant all kinds of things, but you are no giant. I'm gonna wade out into the mud here. I'll let you go home and have a cup of tea. Whoa, okay. You got it? You gonna make it? There you go. Yes, sir. I tell you, it's the kind of mud that wants to take your shoes. I always thought the one shoe bandit was a person. Well, maybe it's a mud entity. It's the mud. I have not actually put that night crawler back out. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and try to throw the net, see if we can get some bait. That might not even work here. It's not like we can't catch anything worthwhile with the bait that I have. We definitely can, but we want to see if we can get something that perhaps we can use tomorrow, if not tonight as well. That way the temptation to go fly fishing tomorrow well, yeah, still tempted to go fly fishing tomorrow. Taking advantage of this new growth. It's not working out that great, but I thought the ground might be firmer. Thought it might not want to take my shoes off, but yeah, kind of sticky. Come out, whoa! I am standing in like a foot of mud right now. I did 2. Okay, come on. Yes! Almost had my shoe off. I did 2 throws of the net. We're just going to have to go with what we have. I'm currently doing 20, but dropping back because I'm coming up on a curve. I'm getting softly pelted by bugs. It only hurts when they hit me in the eyes. A lot of bugs out tonight because it rained a lot the other day and it's been humid, so perfect conditions for a lot of hatching. Perfect conditions for swarms, though we had a significant swarm of termites last night. I haven't seen any tonight, but there are a lot of bugs out. Finally in the woods. Looks like it's going to be exchanging one mud party for another. It's kind of muddy in here. It's not going to be as bad as the first place. Just a different kind of mud party. There's a few spots to choose from in here at this level. Just got to figure out which one I'd rather fish. First things first, I want to fish the perch that I caught. They're very small. They're very young. From yesterday, so they're fresh enough. But even though I consider these fresh, because they're so young, very tender, not going to last long out there, but we'll fish them just the same on each rod. Okay, got the old nasty looking bait scissors here. What we're going to do is we're going to cut this one in half. Okay, we'll call that one bait, our first bait. This could be several baits. What we're going to do is we're going to one side of the gut pocket, the other side of the gut pocket. Go ahead and trim that fin off. And there we go. We're going to put that on a little hook. All right, so this is 80-pound braid for the main line, sinker slide, 4-ounce lead, all the usual business, the bead, the swivel, the leader, which is cow hitched to the swivel. That's 50-pound mono. That's a 6/0 octopus hook right there. There we go. See how long that lasts. It's so tender that it could easily just rip through there, rip off. And over here, you've already seen, you already know what's up. 3 ounces of lead. The leader is 35 and the main line is 45. I didn't say that before, but I think some people already knew. I fish with this. Take that little bit of night crawler off. I fish with this a lot. So through the bottom of the cup of the gut pocket, so it's hanging off like that on that 1/0. See what we get. During my full moon break, I went ahead and did this. I've been meaning to do this for a long time. You're like, what did you do? I put reflective tape on this rod, silver reflective tape, so you guys could see it better in the video at night or in shady spots. Straight out there. There's a strong current here as usual. We're in an anchorage, so we're in fairly deep water, more than 20 feet out there, but it's going to have a strong current. Even though we're using a 4, we're still going to drift a bit. We're going to go a bit this way. That's down river. But that's fine. We just don't want it to drift so much that the line would encounter overhangs over there. So if I cast it down river, I would probably encounter, you know, my line rubbing up against that. But however, I don't think we're going to get anywhere close to that obstacle. We're still drifting. Let's go ahead and put it in its home for now. So yeah, that first cast was a power cast. My bait's out there really far. This does not have to be. This is a shorter rod, so we don't want it necessarily too close in because we'll be encountering some rocks. However, we're going to cast upriver slightly. It's about maybe 40 to 50 feet out there right now is where that cast landed. Doing it that way, casting upriver, so when it drifts, because it's a 3 ounce, it's unlikely to encounter the line of this, you know, because if we did encounter, if this bait drifted too close to it and we were fighting a fish on one rod, there's a possibility of entanglement, or as I like to call it, spaghetti. I'm not a pastafarian. I don't believe in the flying spaghetti monster. It's okay if you do. Quick time check here. We just did that, put those both out there, looked at the time. It is 8:42 currently. Haven't been here very long. We'll give this 10:30. Well, I tell you what, at 10 we're going to reassess. Okay, I had a feeling that gut pocket would go off first. Look at that. I don't want to overreact, you know, when they pull it tight for the length of time that he's doing it. I feel like maybe we could just get a hookup, and I think we just did. Just the slightest pullback just confirmed it. It's not a big fish. Gut pocket is another bait that has a bad reputation for catching dinks, and yeah, it will, because it's a small bait. It does attract channel cat. And even though this is 45-pound test and a smaller rod, this feels like a halfway decent fish for the moment. I mean, he's holding down. There's some head shakes right there, so I'm confident we got a catfish. But I tell you, he's turned on the power and he's not dropped back. There's a little bit of a drop back. There we go. He's not coming in easy. I hope we got a decent hookup, because it is a 1/0. There's a chance that I just slightly hooked him on the lip or something, so I don't want to horse him too much. And uh-oh, did I just see something happen with my bigger rod? Maybe I was working that fish against a drop-off, because it just got easier. Well, there's a little power right there. Oh, you hear the fuss he's making right there? This is not really a dink. Let's go ahead and come out, because he's not far. I keep looking at my other rod, because I swear I saw something go on with it. I think, you know what? I got him right there. We're going to engage my bait runner, just so nothing chaotic happens. Got rocks right here. They're slippery, but it's better than stepping through the mud, maybe losing a shoe or two. Got the trusty plastic fish grips here. I prefer plastic fish grips for catfish. These metal ones you see, they really hurt these fish. Some people are like, what's the difference? I keep all my fish anyway. Well, yeah, okay, you got me there, but I could say this: some of these metal fish grips, when you put it on the fish like that, it just digs right into the flesh. You got to work to get the hook out, and then you got to work to get the fish grips out. Not the case with plastic ones. You just got to get them to open their mouth a convenient time. That is no Moby Dick, that's not a trophy, but much bigger than the flathead, of course, and a decent fish to catch at this hour of the night. This is not a bad time to come out and fish this time of year at night. It's just with the bait we use on a 1/0, a little gut pocket, that is a decent catch. Maybe 10, 12 pound or better, something like that. Nowhere near 20, but definitely 10 pounds or better, 10 to 15. I would say maybe something like that. Just out of curiosity, so we're not just sitting here guessing, we'll go ahead and weigh him. $14 pounds, I'd say 14.15. Decent. One of the things you got to remember, and I forget about it all the time because, you know, I fish the Mississippi a lot. A lot of places in the country that have blue cats, people consider this a big blue cat because they just do. There's a lot of people that rarely catch them at this size. They're catching them much smaller, more consistently. And in the Mississippi River down here, there are days where you're considering a 20-pound blue cat a nuisance fish, and then other places in the country, I've heard people say that they consider a 12-pound, this being a 14-pound, they consider a 12-pound blue cat to be a monster. Now everybody's different, but yeah, this is a respectable fish somewhere to someone, and definitely making the night go by. What else is going to happen, right? See how easy that came off there? No problem. You gonna kick in there, or do I need to massage you? Slowly but surely, he's making it back out there. All right, here's a bit of a time check. 9:02. Gut Pocket and the Worm. Yeah, you're right. That's a good title right there. That's what it was all about. But for the past hour, it hasn't been about much. Just no action, and it's after 10 now. So we're at that reassess moment, and we're not just reassessing, we are going. So thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing, and I will see you next time. Yeah, you're right.